I gotta tell you, it's been a good day. Labor Lounge. I gotta tell you, it's been a good day. I had the opportunity to share some of my content on my social media platforms, and as a beginner channel, every small win seems real big to the person that's out there trying to do something, right? And I think I've explained to many of you that what I want to do with this channel is to inspire people to change their circumstances. You don't have to be where you're at. You can go out there, you can make a difference, and you can make the changes that's necessary for you to be where you want to be. And that's really the mission of what I'm trying to do. I had the opportunity today to speak to a couple people, and I got to tell you, it just reinforced what I think that I'm doing. Putting a message out here for people who can take some sort of inspiration from it and make the changes that they want to make, because I really feel people are thinking about some of these things and think that it's just an uphill battle that they'll never be able to achieve, and I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. You just got to get past that little voice in your head that comes up with every reason for you not to go out there and do what it is that you want to do. One conversation came in through a text message from somebody I used to go to school with, and it was we talk very seldom we talk, but today I got a quick update. He was explaining to me that he was 80 pounds down since he started his new program, and that he had came across one of my videos and it was very inspirational. I expressed to him that he don't know how much that meant to me, because honestly, when I was going through my process and I was losing the weight, I tried to tell everybody. I tried to tell the world, and I didn't really get receptive ears when I was trying to give it to them. It had even got to the point to where somebody told me, if you want people to listen to you, put a price on it, right? And the funny part is I tried that and it actually worked a little bit better than just trying to give it away for free. But ultimately, where I'm at and what I stand on is that I came across the information that I received to get the results that I got today of losing weight. I got it for free. I got it via YouTube. I got it via people who were open enough to share what they were doing and inspire me to move forward. So I only feel that it's right that I pay it forward and kind of give that same energy back, right? So to the person that came to me today and told me that he was inspired by something that I put up, I thank you, because it just reinforced what I was trying to achieve in the first place. um there was a second conversation. This conversation got started a little bit differently, but when I got the phone call and we started talking, he came across a point where he said that he was going through what he was doing and he was trying to get the weight off of him, and he started his program. But ultimately what he wanted to get back to was being happy with himself. And when he said it, I understood exactly what he meant. I started explaining to him how I I didn't know that I was unhappy with myself until I started losing the weight. The enlightenment didn't come right away, and that's why I started. That's not really what it was. It was me committing to the 21 days, as I mentioned in the last video, seeing the results that came from it, and then understanding that things were achievable if I stayed the course and maintained what I was doing. And as I maintained and started setting these small goals for myself, after every goal I achieved, every goal I accomplished, my confidence built a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And I think that's where you start replacing some of your bad habits, at least in my scenario, right? Because they say if you want to get rid of bad habits, you got to replace it with good habits. And this is what was happening. These small goals that I was setting for myself, the difference is I was setting these goals for myself and they were small. I wanted to lose weight, is where we started. Then I wanted to be below 300 pounds. And when I hit that, I wanted to be at 280. And then I hit that. And then I wanted to be able to run a mile and I did that. And then I wanted to be able to do a pull up and I did that. But every time I hit one of these goals, my confidence grew. And you start to feel comfortable with yourself. And that's why at the end of my videos, I say, if you don't like what's looking back at you in the mirror, you need to go out there and change it. That's where that comes from, because over time, as I was achieving more and more with what I wanted, I was becoming more and more happy within myself. There was more and more joy coming into my life because I was achieving something not for somebody else, not for the approval of others, but I was getting it on my own and I was doing it for nobody but me. And as I was doing these things, my confidence kept rising. I was more and more happy, you know, and the gauge for that came from just how comfortable you were being by yourself. There's many times where we do things and it's subconsciously that you're doing it and you don't understand what the root cause of it is. In the conversation I had with this individual today, I said every time we got dressed up and we put on these clothes and you thought you were looking your best and you stepped out the house, for me personally, I feel like I was hiding behind a lot of the designer brands, hiding behind the clothes, how I dress, all these things. But when I started getting into a place of the weight's falling off, I'm happy with what I'm doing, I'm accomplishing what I want to do, those designer things and those clothes and trying to be flashy and peacocking, it started to fall off because I was good where I was at. I saw what was happening to me. I was good. So, the conversation that we had today, it prompted this video because I wasn't planning on recording today, but I felt like it was important for me to just kind of put it out there. When you start doing stuff for yourself and you start accomplishing these small goals that you put in place for yourself, I think you get to a point to where you start being happy with yourself again. You stop seeking the approval from others and you weed through some of the stuff that you got going on. You let go of the things that you're holding on to that you don't need to hold on to. And this is coming from my personal experience because I've gone through this. So I just felt like this video tonight was something I wanted to put out there because when the gentleman had mentioned to me that he just wanted to be happy within himself, he said it and it rang loud with me. I heard him. I understood because I went through those things. But when I was going through them, even if somebody was trying to tell me, I couldn't hear it because I was stuck in my own ways. But once I started achieving these small goals, is when I start realizing that I can be happy within myself and that I can achieve things that I never thought that I was able to achieve. So I say all that to say this. I think everybody needs to start a journey with trying to be happy with yourself. Go out there, set goals for yourself, achieve those goals, and realize that you're capable of anything that you put your mind to. This video was prompted by the two people I spoke to today. I say thank you for sharing your stories with me. Thank you for giving me the insight. And continue grinding, stay consistent, and you'll get to where you want to be. Get up, get out, get active. You can achieve anything you want to.